Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches. We're going to get into our soybean harvest here in just a second. We got this big field right here that is ready to go, but I'm just on the way back down to the yard from finishing up with our sunflower harvest, so I do have to go swap out our header here, but I'm just going to stop at the shop quickly and get this combine repaired and refueled, make sure it's fully ready to go to start this big harvest here. So that was pretty cheap to repair. Barely had any damage on this thing. But as you can see, we've only used it for 2 hours so far. This header barely fits in here, but I will drop this off. And we'll get our grain header on. So that combine should basically be ready to go, but I need to get our truck ready to go as well. So I'll just jump in this truck and go hook up to our grain trailer here. And then we should be basically ready to go. But yeah, as I come through here, you can kind of see I did do a little bit of work around the homestead, basically just filled in that patch with gravel where the chicken coop was and moved some of the equipment kind of out of the way. I also came and filled in this little corner with gravel as well and moved that or those implements out of there. So we got lots of room to drive through this area now. Okay, so our truck is ready to go. Combine is basically ready to go, but yeah, we have quite a bit of space over here now. It looks pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to sell this trailer. I just need to take care of those couple other pallets that are still on there. Probably going to sell this little red one too. And I don't know, we could almost sell this one as well. Not quite sure about that one. It might come in handy sometimes, but yeah, I can't see us using it a ton anymore because I have that other semi-truck trailer that can handle pretty much anything this can handle, and it's quite a bit bigger. So, but everything is pretty much good to go for right now. So I think we are good to just start this soybean harvest. So we'll get this combine fired up and we can unfold it here. And we can probably just get going here. But yeah, pretty stoked to finally be harvesting this field. This is going to be our first time harvesting it since we got all three of these big fields plowed together. So yeah, it should be a pretty good harvest here. But we do have a pretty good harvesting setup here. There's a pretty good combine and the biggest header in the game. So it shouldn't take that long. Okay, we got that field done. That took quite a while. That is a big field. I'm really glad I didn't try to do that with the old Massey Ferguson there. It's a pretty good thing we upgraded the combine before trying to attempt that field. But even with that setup, it still took quite a while. But let's double check here. Okay, 98,000 liters of soybeans. Didn't quite make 100,000, but that is pretty good. That's actually slightly more than I was thinking. And peak price for soybeans is, I think, like 3,500 bucks if you get it right at the peak. So, I mean, that's potentially worth about $350,000, the soybeans from that field, and we should get that every year. So, yeah, that is not too bad at all. But I think I just want to check on our water buffalo here. Okay, I'm just going to start this tractor up and dump a little bit more food in there. And that should be fine for now. And then I'm going to hop in the Vultra here. And I think I'm going to head down to the woodlot because I think we probably need to get some more trees in there right away. I know it was getting a little bit low. I don't think we will have run out by now, but it's probably getting pretty far down there. So we definitely need to get a few more trees in. So I'll just come down here. And yeah, as you can see, I moved our semi log trailer and the tree planter down here as well. Once I finish up restocking the sawmill, I might actually put this shop down, or the new shed. I don't know why I keep mixing those up, but yeah, I want to get a shed placed down here. And yeah, we have lots of money. The one I want is only like 30 grand, so it's not too bad. But I just want to check what this thing is at. So 7,400. So yeah, we weren't really in danger of running out, but we definitely need to get some more in there. So yeah, I think I'm just going to continue in this area, just kind of working my way up the hill here, clearing out this this piece. I think I'm going to leave these trees along the back edge here, just because it's kind of nice to have a nice barrier from the road. But I might have to come in here and do a little bit of terraforming because we get some pretty weird hills and humps going on back here. Oh, and I did spend a little bit more time when I was kind of doing the gravel and stuff around the yard. I spent a little bit more time trying to even out this lip and get it flush with the ground here, and I got it pretty close. You can see there's still a couple spots that aren't perfectly flat, but it's pretty solid now. So yeah, we'll have to try next time and see if we're still getting caught there, because it was still a little bit annoying. I was catching the forks on that lip sometimes. So I'm just gonna cut down some of these trees. I think we'll only need like 5 or 6 to go in there to get us through to next month. I don't want to like fully stock it up, just because I don't want to use more trees than we have to until the next growth stage hits. And then once we get into that final growth stage, where they're worth like 20,000 liters each, then we'll just start fully stocking it, and then we can go a few months at a time without having to worry about it. Okay, that didn't take very long. I gotta come back and fix this stuff, but I don't know. I might just sell this thing, honestly. This is the stump grinder for the skid steer, but yeah, I don't know. Now that we have that new one, I don't know if we're ever going to really need this one again. So it's only worth a couple grand, I think, but no sense just having it sitting here collecting dust if we're not going to use it. But I also went in while I was doing that and finally modified this sawmill, something I wanted to do for a little while. But I just wanted to change this trigger to just auto unload, so I don't have to get out of the tractor and go over and activate this trigger every single time. Now, as soon as the trees get into this box, they will just automatically get loaded into the sawmill, which is pretty handy. That saves me some time for sure. So yeah, I've been meaning to do that for a little while, but yeah, every time I'm playing and I'm loading trees in, I tell myself I'm going to do it, and then every time I get out of the game, I forget about it. So I just quit there for a second and modified that XML file and reloaded the game. So, oh yeah, while I was doing that, this thing came up for sale. This is one of the modded vehicles. This is it's a pretty sweet looking little old rock truck here, but yeah, I don't think we really have much need of it. So I'll be passing on that one. So we'll just jump down into the sheds here, and yeah, I think we're going to grab this one. This is the same one that we have over by our grass field where we store all of our grass equipment. I wonder what it's overlapping here. Is that just too close to that sawmill? Or is it too close to that tree on that side? Oh, maybe it's that stump. Yeah, I bet that stump back there is still messing with me. Okay, Lim, 1 second. I'm going to go grind that out of the way. Okay, that allows it to get a little bit further back. I was hoping to get it a little bit closer to this building here, but so yeah, I think I'm going to have to place this thing in free mode if I want to get it as close to the sawmill as I want to go. So we're going to have to do a little bit of landscaping here. Just going to try to lower this back area a little bit because I don't really care if there's like a bit of a dip right in behind the shop. I just kind of want this main area to be fairly flat. That's getting pretty close. I almost want to bring it like down slightly below the level of the sawmill there. So we can kind of get it pretty close like that. And then I think what I'm going to try is to kind of get this thing close here, as close as I can. And I'm just going to place that. I want to kind of see what that did. Oh man, these trees keep getting in my way. Okay, so that gives me a pretty good reference point of where this thing is going to be. So now I think I'm going to go ahead and resell that. As long as you don't leave the build menu, you can sell it for the same price that you paid for, minus the cost of the landscaping. So we'll just resell that, but then we can kind of see where it's going to be. So I think I'm going to go back to the landscaping, and I think we'll do some more softening. And we'll just kind of soften into this whole area. Try and make that as even as we can. So now we should be able to place it as close as we want here. And we'll just leave a little bit of space in there to kind of be able to walk through. We kind of want to be able to access the back of that building, but we don't need a whole lot of space. So that's not bad, actually. We do have a little bit of weirdness in the back here. But overall, that's pretty good. So I'm just going to try to lower this section down a bit more. See what we can see from the back side. Yeah, I think we'll just try to expose this back wall a little bit. Because yeah, I'm not really too worried what it looks like back here. Doesn't matter if there's a sharp dip here. I mainly just want the inside floor to be flat and level. I wish I could get slightly further in there, but the camera's not really going to let me, I don't think. So I can try to do it from here, but yeah, we'll try. Actually, let's try to do the flatten tool from here. So yeah, I can't quite get the camera in there good enough to get it perfect, but I think that's pretty close there. The inside of that is probably flat enough at this point, so I'm just going to go ahead and smooth out this rest of this area. Make a bit nicer of a transition going in there. And then I might try to raise up this back area a little bit as well, just because these trees are kind of floating in the air now. Went a little bit too far on the lowering there in a couple of spots. But yeah, I think that's that's looking pretty good now. Let's take a quick look in person at ground level here. Yeah, that actually looks pretty solid. We got a little bit of wonkiness in this corner. But overall, that looks pretty darn good, I think. Yeah, pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to load some of this stuff into the shed here. Yeah, I'll throw those log trailers at the back. I don't know. I should almost sell those too, honestly. Not really sure if we're going to be using those very much anymore. But I don't think I am ready to sell them yet, so I'm just going to tuck them into the back of this shed, I guess. And I'll just get this mulcher put in here as well. Probably won't actually need to use that often. I don't think I'm going to bother grinding the stumps every time I cut trees down in here, but yeah, once we kind of get through one of our zones, we can come through and grind a whole bunch at a time and then replant everything. And then we might as well get our forklift parked in the shed as well. Keep it out of the elements. I'm still not totally sold on this thing. I don't know what I'm going to do because, yeah, I don't think I actually talked about it after last time, but I didn't mind using that telehandler to load all these wood products either. So, yeah, I'd say my ranking so far is skid steer is my favorite, and then the telehandler, and then the forklift. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't know if I should keep this thing or just get another telehandler for down here, or even another skid steer for down here. The telehandler would be pretty nice though, because then I could just throw the winch on the back, and then I wouldn't have to bring the tractor down here every time I wanted to load a couple trees in. I would just have to bring it down to run the stump grinder, because I don't think that telehandler, I don't think that Merlot has enough power to be able to run that stump grinder. So I think we're all done there for a little bit. I'm just going to head back to the yard, and we'll probably go mix up some more TMR for those water buffalo. Make sure they're good to go. Actually, before I do that, I just remembered that we do still have to fertilize our barley field. So I'm just going to grab the AgroStar and run down there and do that quickly. Okay, that didn't take very long. So our barley is all fertilized and should be good to go. And yeah, still no weeds in that field, so I don't know what to do about that. Very strange. So I'm just going to wash this Agro Star quickly because it is pretty filthy right now. Okay, that's looking a lot nicer. So I'm just going to go park this one in the shed. Shouldn't need it again right away anyway. In fact, yeah, we're actually kind of winding down for winter now at this point. So I should probably wash this thing too. Yeah, it's got 100% dirt. That thing is looking pretty gross. So yeah, this stuff needs to be washed pretty badly too. So yeah, before winter here, I'll probably run around with the pressure washer and get everything nice and cleaned up. And we'll try to repair everything and refuel everything before winter as well. Try to get everything good to go. But I think we might as well get some more TMR for these water buffalo because yeah, there's not a whole lot else we need to do this month yet. So we'll just get those ones unwrapped and well, I guess we got to pull out this mixer wagon here. I mean, I guess I could probably... Oh, it's pretty tight to the roof there. It might be tough. I was going to say I could probably fill it without even moving it. But yeah, I don't know if there's enough room to get those bales in with how low that roof is there. So we'll just get this backed out. Not like it's hard to do. And we'll jump in the old Zoom Boom and get these bales loaded up here. All right, we got the silage loaded up there. Those bales are being kind of a pain. I don't know if I've ever had that happen where all four of them kind of got stuck sideways. Weren't quite enough, or were just a little bit too long to fall in there properly. But our trailer is fully restocked here with a little bit extra, so the buffalo should be good to go until tomorrow now. So I'm just going to go run around and check on everything else here. I guess the only other thing I really need to check on now is the goats, because, yeah, I mean, I just filled up the water in the greenhouses, so I know they're going to be good. I guess we'll check on the dairy here, but yeah, it's kind of weird not having to check on the chickens anymore. So the dairy is still good for 1 more month. We'll have to top that up again next month. And the oil mill is running. We've almost got our first pallet of sunflower oil out. And yeah, we're starting to get quite a bit of flour. Still got 25,000 liters of barley in here. We still have a bunch of barley in the bin as well that I'll have to transfer over since we don't need it for chickens anymore. And the goats still have meadow and food, although their meadow is getting a little bit low. Although it might regrow by next month. But I think next month is going to be the last month of growth. So we'll have to bring a little bit of hay over here as well to feed them over the winter. But yeah, the goats are doing pretty good. This one's just shoving me right along. Okay, so the goats should be good. All the other productions are good. The sawmill should be good for a little bit. We will have to top that up again tomorrow, but we should have about enough to get us another 24 hours. Starting to get a little bit of honey in our new production point here. So we are going to move on here pretty quick, but I think there's one more thing. I might buy ourselves one more shop here. Or a shed. Shed. Why do I keep mixing up shop and shed? We already have a shop. We just need more sheds. Because we don't really have enough storage space for all of our equipment. But we need to move a few things out of the way, so we'll get that truck moved, and then we'll have to get these other little trailers moved as well. And actually, while I'm here, yeah, maybe I'll just bring this little red trailer right down to the shop and sell it. I've been pretty reluctant to sell it just because I thought maybe we would find some use for it somewhere. And I mean, we have used it here and there to pick up like some small branches and stuff, but we do have that other black trailer that we could use as well. And I mean, if I have to remove any of those really small trees again, in order to like plow in new fields or any of that, like I'll probably just use the mulcher and just mulch them right up. I don't know if it's really worth even trying to collect those tiny little branches, especially once we get the oaks in full production there. Yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye to a little old red trailer here. We have had this thing since pretty near the beginning of the series. It's kind of sad to see it go, honestly, but yeah, it's just really not getting used. So yeah, it doesn't need to be repaired, but we will repaint it for 755, and then they can sell it for 6,500. See you later, little trailer. You served us well for what we needed you for. We transported quite a few pallets on that little trailer back in the day, in the very early days of this challenge. But we have long since outgrown that trailer, I think. So yeah, it's probably past time we got it sold. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sell this one too. But we do have a couple of products on here, so I'm just gonna pull it ahead and let's take those belts off. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab these off of here, and I think I'm just gonna throw them on the on this flatbed for now. And then we'll bring them down and just drop them off at our bale shed at some point. Then I can throw the skid steer on the back of that trailer as well to go down and unload them. I guess the other thing I could have done is just got the telehandler there and hooked it up to the trailer itself and drug that thing down there, but that's all right. This should work too. And yeah, we definitely transported quite a few pallets with this one as well. A lot of pallets of lettuce and a lot of pallets from the old sawmill. That first little tiny sawmill that we had. This is what we used to move all of those pallets, so it definitely came in handy as well. But yeah, since we got that flatbed with the semi, I really haven't used this very much at all. I kind of had it in my mind that we were going to use it to kind of be able to supply some of our equipment out in the field, like if we had seeds or fertilizer or whatever. But yeah, the capacities of our equipment are big enough that we don't really need that very much. And now that we have those silos for seeds and fertilizer right at our yard there, yeah, it's just not really being used. So the repair is a whole $1, and then we will repaint it for $944. And we can go ahead and sell this. So that's almost 14 grand for that one. And then I guess while I'm driving around here with the tractor, maybe we will go do a quick slurry sale. I don't think our barn's not quite full, but that's fine. Should be enough to get us about, I don't know, between 3,500 and 4 grand, I think. So I'll just go get this sold quickly, and then, yeah, I think we'll come back down and buy another shed. Okay, so I am just down here selling our slurry here. It is currently draining, and I just decided to check on our poplar. And it is saying 13 out of 14 for the growth stage. So does that mean it's going to be ready next month? I guess we're going to have to decide. Okay, 3,700 bucks for slurry. Not too bad. Like I was right on with my estimate. It was right in the middle. But yeah, we're going to have to do something about these poplars as well. We're going to need something to harvest those because I don't really have anything for it yet. We either have to get a bio baler or like a forage setup, which is probably what I'm going to do. That's kind of the where I'm leaning towards. You can just get like an attachment that's that goes on the front of the tractor. And then I can use the semi and that other red trailer that we have to load the wood chips. And then the only other thing is that we have to find a way to store them. So I don't know. I guess I could probably try to store them in our wood chip shed down at the sawmill there. Although that's kind of a pretty long trip to have to drive all the way down there. And then I'm not even 100% sure if that shed's going to be big enough to hold them all because I don't really know how much we're going to get from that field. But we do have, I mean, it's like 500,000 liters of capacity, but we're already starting to fill it up with the wood chips from our sawmill. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we could start trying to fill it up and just see how it goes. And if we run out of room, I guess I don't know what we would do at that point. We might have to just start dumping it on the ground. But then we need a way to pick them back up as well. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. Okay, yeah, I think I changed my mind about that shed. If those poplars are going to be ready next month, I think we should probably save as much money as possible for now, just to make sure that we can afford whatever we need to do there. And then we can always sell more products and everything to be able to get that shed in there. But yeah, I do want to get that in probably before winter. So by the end of November, we should do that. But yeah, I think we are pretty much good to go for this month. Got our buffalo fed and our sawmills topped up and everything else should be good to go. So yeah, I guess we will move on until November there. Okay. Welcome to November, everybody. Okay, so we did get a couple sales come up. What do we have here? So this is a tiny little tractor. I wonder, is this one of the ones that works for like olives? Okay, I can't remember which model that was, but it was one of these ones. Was that one or that one? But yeah, neither one says anything about olive farming. So yeah, I don't think that's one of those ones. But this tractor is pretty interesting. How big can the engine go here? Okay, we can get up to almost 700 horsepower, but that's an additional 150 grand to upgrade the engine to the max level. But yeah, it is kind of overkill for a lot of what we need because, yeah, I mean, I guess this would be good for like if we had a big seeder or something. But yeah, the Valtra kind of pulls our seeder just fine. So yeah, I think we'll pass on that one too. It is kind of interesting, but I don't think we need a tractor that big. I think I'd rather get something more in line with the Valtra's size for another tractor. Yeah, let's take a quick look at our map here and see, are we good to go? Yes, we are. The poplar is ready to harvest. Oh man. That's trippy running through here. I don't even know which direction I'm going right now. Can't see a thing. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's kind of a nice scene. Little sunrise with the mist over the fields. This game is pretty nice sometimes. So, what are we going to do about this poplar? Do we just try to do the bio baler? Because the other thing, I was kind of considering getting this land. I thought we had a little bit more time. I haven't really been paying attention to these poplars, but yeah, this is 150 grand here. It's 6 acres. It does have a creek that kind of runs right down through the middle of this lot as well. But I mean, it would give us another field over here. And then we have all this empty space on this side where we could put another one of those wood chip sheds. And then we would have a nice, easy place close by to dump all of our wood chips. But I mean, it's going to be a lot cheaper to do it with bales because we can get that bio baler for like 100 grand. It's going to take a long time to harvest, I think, but we could just kind of stack the bales on this empty piece of land for now. And then we could use our bale stacker wagon to be able to move them to sell them. So I think doing the bio baler would be the cheapest way to do it. But I think it would be easier if we could do it with the forage header and the storage shed. But in order to do it that way, we would need like 150 grand to buy this land. We'd need another 150 grand to buy the equipment to do the poplar stuff. And then we'd need another 100 grand to buy that storage shed. So that brings us to about 400 grand. So we'd need at least $220,000 worth of products to sell, which I think we could actually do. Because I'm just looking at here, I kind of forgot how much lettuce we have, but we have $122,000 worth of lettuce right now. But we also have goat milk we can sell 20 grand. Then we have the flowers actually at a pretty decent price. We could probably just sell that. And then, yeah, 20 grand or 22 grand worth of mozzarella. And then we do have some wood products as well. Yeah, I think we could make that happen if we sold everything. The only thing I'm worried about is that if we go through all of that and then we still, like that wood chip storage shed is still not big enough to hold all of our wood chips, then we still end up having to pile them on the ground or something and then having to buy something else to be able to pick them back up again. I mean, I guess we could just scoop them. But then I guess, like, depending on how much extra we have, like if it's a little bit extra over the storage capacity, it wouldn't be a big deal to scoop it maybe. But if it's like an extra hundreds of thousands of liters, it might take quite a while to scoop it. So, I mean, I guess we kind of see what happens, play that by ear once we get to it, potentially buy conveyor belts to pick it up off the ground. But, okay, let's just do it. I think this is going to be the best option. This is the way I really want to do it. I think using this harvester thing is going to be better than doing the bio baler. It's going to be a lot more expensive to kind of get started, but I mean, those wood chips are going to give us a lot of money. We should be able to pay this stuff off fairly quickly, and then we'll just have it for future harvests. So yeah, let's just do it. I think I'm going to buy this guy. And we will go and buy this guy as well. Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while. Can't really decide what to do, so just gonna make a decision. We'll try it this way and see what happens. We can always resell it later, but let's jump into the Ultra here and head down to the store and pick this stuff up. And I think for now, I'm just gonna truck everything down to our current wood chip storage shed. Just because I'm worried that field is gonna take a long time, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish it here. But I think I'm going to start on it, and we'll get a few trailer loads into the shed over there, and we'll kind of see how it goes. So which side am I hooking onto? I feel like I probably should hook onto the other side, right? I'm not totally sure. Neither one of those really looks like it has much of a hitch on it. But I think this should attach here. Yeah, there we go. And then, so I guess this has got to attach this way. So I guess I'll bring this down here. I guess I could use our little trailer and fill it up myself. Ooh, we're pretty front heavy here. I wonder... Yeah, we are pretty front heavy. I'm going to run back down to the yard and get a weight first, and then we'll head over there. But yeah, I think we could use a trailer on the back of this thing and fill it up ourselves, but we've got such a long distance to go. It's going to take a while with the tractor, so I think I will get the semi truck and that red trailer, and then I will just get a worker to run this thing. And I will ferry the wood chips back and forth between the field and our shed there, and we'll see how she goes, I guess. Doing a bit of an endo there. That's why it's going to be good to have a weight on here. That is a pretty heavy duty weight as well, so that should make us a lot more stable here. Okay, so I guess we'll just park this guy here for a second. I'm going to go get the truck, and I'll head down to the woodlot and grab that red trailer and then head over there. So I just wanted to quickly check how much wood chips we actually have in here. So we have 75,000, and the capacity is 550,000 liters. Okay, so we got lots of room in there, but I feel like we're going to have a lot of wood chips as well. So we'll see how she goes. I think this trailer holds like 50 to 60,000 liters. I can't remember exactly. So we should be able to get a few trailer loads in there. I don't want to fill it up all the way because we do still need to be able to get rid of our wood chips from the sawmill as well to store in there. So I definitely want to leave a little bit of space for that, but we should be able to get a few loads in there at least, just to kind of see what this is going to be like. And then if that's working well, I might take a break from doing the harvesting, and we can go sell a bunch of products and maybe buy this piece of land here. Kind of sucks that it's got cotton on it that's ready to harvest, but I don't think we have any way to really harvest cotton either, because yeah, cotton harvesters are pretty expensive. So, not quite sure how this is going to work, but I guess we'll try that and we'll just hire them and see how this goes. So we just got to kind of drive close to them, I think, and that spout should track our trailer and just fill it like that. Yeah, okay. Oh, where you going, bud? So yeah, it might be a bit of a pain because we're going to have to stay beside this AI worker the whole time. And you know how they are with like taking corners in weird ways and stuff. I don't know how far this thing can shoot, how far away I can be and have it still fill, but hopefully it gets me a little bit of leeway. But yeah, this thing is filling up pretty quick already. But I mean, this isn't working too bad. It seems pretty slick. And here, I'm just gonna like lag behind a little bit because I kind of want to see how far you can actually fill from. Now what's he doing? Oh, is he gonna do that stupid thing like they do with the combine where they have to do 3 different passes? Oh my god. Well, it's a good thing that the AI workers can't actually destroy crops there. Because he would have destroyed a bunch already. Why would you go over there and not get that other little piece? Are you just going to miss that? I think maybe in the future it might be worth it to do the headlands myself with the trailer attached to the tractor and then let the worker do the other, like the inside rows, but we will see. Oh, is he going to get it now? Oh no. No, he's still not going to get that piece. Oh, are we going that way now? Okay. All right, well, I will do this for a little while. Yeah, like I said, probably not going to be able to do the whole field here just because I'm... How much? We have 20,000? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we'll have enough room in that shed, but I kind of have a feeling that we're going to have more wood chips than are going to fit in there, so I'll get a few loads in and then see how we're doing, but we'll probably have to pause this harvest in the middle at some point. But we'll just keep going at it for a little while and see how far we get. Okay, well, we are far from done that field, but I think I'm going to call it quits for now. Just because I think it's time I wrap this episode up. I have been recording for quite a while today, but yeah, we're starting to fill this thing up. We have over 300,000 liters in here. Starting to get a pretty good pile of wood chips in here. But we still have a long way to go. So if we look at the map here, I'd say we're not quite half done, but probably pretty close to half. If you include all this headland area in here, might not be too far off of halfway there. So we did 4 loads there, and this trailer is just about 60,000 liters. So, I mean, we probably did just shy of 240,000 liters out of that field so far. So yeah, we're probably not going to have enough room in here. Not quite, although it might be close actually. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be worth buying a whole nother shed, because I mean, I guess we could temporarily store these pallets. We could just stack them beside the shed too. Kind of defeats the purpose of having the shed if we're still stacking wood chip pallets. But so yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think a little bit more about what I should do there. If we should try to buy another piece of land for another wood chip storage shed over closer to our poplars there. But I mean, that is pretty expensive to set up, but I mean, it would probably be worth it in the long run because we are going to be doing poplars multiple times. So, and it is a pretty long haul to come all the way down here anyway. So it would be nice to have something a little bit closer. So I'm just going to end this one here because I'm out of time to record today. But yeah, we still have a lot of poplar to harvest there. So I gotta decide what I want to do about a storage shed or possibly new land or what we're gonna do there. So I'll think about that a little bit more. And we still have grass to harvest as well. We have our field should be ready to go. So we'll get our last grass harvest of the year. That's all going to be made into silage. So we'll get that put into our barn so we can feed our animals over the winter there. And then, yeah, we'll have to do another big product sale as well. Because, yeah, either way, we're going to need some more money. So we'll get all of our stuff sold and get some more money into the bank here. Yeah, I'm just going to end this one here, but I'm not going to advance yet. We'll just pick it up right where we left off here. Probably continuing with that poplar harvest and maybe buying some more stuff to help with that. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'll think about that a bit more. So hope you enjoyed this one, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one.